Alrighty, with 2.2 just about to end and 2.3 being right around the corner, today I'm here with the build guide for the first half character of 2.3 being Firefly. So just like my other guys, this is going to be going over her kit, her Eidolons, best Lightcones, best Relics, and some stat recommendations on the Relics. It is that time of month or game period, I guess if you want to call it, where it is the final week of the update and then the next update I'm about to roll out. So I will have a build guide for every 2.3 character. You are currently watching Firefly. There will be one for Ruan Mei, there will be one for Jade, and there will be one for Argenti. So if you are summoning on any of these characters or multiple, make sure to stay tuned to the channel. Before I get into the video, drop a like, drop a sub, hit the bell icon for more videos like this. Plenty more guys to come for the future, and let's get straight into the video. So Firefly is a fire character following the path of destruction. Her basic attack deals fire damage equal to 100% of Sam's attack to a single target enemy. Her skill consumes HP equal to 40% of Sam's max HP, and generates a fixed amount of energy equal to 60% of Sam's max energy. Deals fire damage equal to 200% of Sam's attack to a single target enemy. If the current HP is not sufficient, then Sam's HP is reduced to 1 when using the skill. Enables this unit's action to be advanced by 25%. So you use the skill, it will obviously do damage, but first it will consume HP, it will give you energy, and then after that you do have a 25% action advance. For ultimate, upon entering the complete combustion state, advances Sam's action by 100% and gains enhanced basic attack and enhanced skill. While in complete combustion, increases speed by 60, and when using the enhanced basic attack or skill, increases this unit's weakness break efficiency by 50% and the break damage received by the enemy targets by 20%, lasting until the current attack ends. A countdown timer for the complete combustion state appears on the action order bar. When the countdown turn starts, Sam exits the complete combustion state. The countdown has its own fixed speed of 70. Sam cannot use ultimate while in complete combustion. Now talking about the enhanced versions of the skill and basic. The enhanced basic attack restores HP by an amount equal to 20% of this unit's max HP, deals fire damage equal to 200% of Sam's attack to a single target enemy. For an enhanced skill, restores HP by an amount equal to 25% of this unit's max HP. Applies fire weakness to a single target enemy, lasting for 2 turns. Deals fire damage equal to 0.2 times break effect plus 200% of Sam's attack to this target. At the same time, deals fire damage equal to 0.1 times break effect plus 100% of Sam's attack to adjacent targets. The break effect taken into calculation is capped at 360%. For her talent, the lower the HP, the less damage received. When HP is 20% or lower, the damage reduction reaches its maximum effect, reducing up to 40%. During the complete combustion, the damage reduction remains at its maximum effect and the effect res increases by 30%. If energy is lower than 50% when the battle starts, regenerates energy to 50%. Once energy is regenerated to its maximum, dispels all debuffs on this unit. So as you can tell, it is extremely easy to have all uptime when you aren't in the complete combustion state, which is really good. For technique, leaps into the air and moves freely for about 5 seconds, which can be ended early by launching a plunging attack. When the duration ends, plunges and immediately attacks all enemies within a set area. At the start of each wave, applies fire weakness to all enemies lasting for 2 turns, then deals fire damage equal to 200% of Sam's attack to all enemies. Moving on to the bonus traces. First one, for every 10 of Sam's attack that exceeds 1800, increases Sam's break effect by 1%. Second one, when Sam is in the complete combustion with a break effect that is equal to or greater than 200%/360%, attacking a weakness broken enemy target will convert the toughness reduction of this attack into 1 instance of 35/50% super break damage. So yeah, she does have innate super break. No longer something exclusive to the Harvey Trailblazer. And third one, during the complete combustion, attacking enemies that have no fire weakness can also reduce their toughness, with the effect being equivalent to 55% of the original toughness reduction probabilities. So yes, even if they do not have fire weakness, she can still do some toughness damage. Moving on to her Eidolons. First one, when using the enhanced skill, ignores 15% of the target's defense, and the enhanced skill does not consume skill points. Second one, when using the enhanced basic attack or enhanced skill in complete combustion state to defeat an enemy target or cause them to be weakness broken, Sam immediately gains 1 turn. This effect can trigger again after 1 turn. So practically just resurgence but on steroids. Fourth one, while in complete combustion, increases Sam's effect res by 50%. And sixth Eidolon, while in complete combustion, increases Sam's fire res pen by 20%. When using the enhanced basic attack or skill, increases the weakness break efficiency by 50%. Now moving on to her best Lightcones. The best one is obviously going to be her own signature Lightcone. What it does is increases the wearer's break effect by 60%, so you're already getting a big stat stick to break effect there, which is already really good. When the wearer deals break damage to an enemy target, it inflicts routed on the enemy, lasting for 2 turns. Targets afflicted with routed receive 24% increased break damage from the wearer, and the speed is lowered by 20%. So this Lightcone, as it is pretty obvious, you get a 60% increase in break effect, which Firefly is mainly a break character, so that's already really good. You give enemies a debuff that make them take increased break damage, and you also lower their speed so they can attack you less. So overall, this is the best Lightcone you can use on her currently. Next best option is the one from the Herda shop. Since it's free, I will display it as 5. What it does is whenever the wearer attacks, their attack is increased by 16% in this battle, stacking up to 4 times. After a character inflicts weakness break on an enemy, the wearer's damage increases by 24% for 2 turns. So mainly for the fact that this gives you a attack increase that can stack up to 4 times, giving you up to a 64% increase in attack, which is really good because you also want to attack with break effect on Firefly. And then the second part is also really easy because you're always practically weakness breaking enemies, so that's the whole point of her playstyle. The damage increase, it's nice to have there, but it's obviously not as beneficial as anything else, such as mainly break effect and attack, but it is still just a nice bonus that is really easy to have uptime on. Until sadly past that, there really isn't many great options, but I will list 2 just in case you do have them. One of them is indeed a Forcer, so you probably do have them. Next one I'm going to talk about is actually Clara's Lightcone. Giving you a 24% increase to attack is really nice, and then whenever you do kill someone or are hit, you get a HP increase, which that part is just kind of whatever. And then you also do get a damage increase, and like I mentioned with the Herda Lightcone, isn't really that great, but it's still there. And so overall, you're not getting anything too valuable besides the 24% increase to attack. So this Lightcone, while usable, is not that great. And the last Lightcone is a 4-star, so I will display it as 5, being Indelible Promise. This Lightcone giving you a 56% increase to break effect is really nice. And the second part, whenever you're using your ultimate, increases crit rate by 30% for 2 turns. That part, again, critting on Firefly really does not matter. You're mainly doing break damage, lowering their toughness, breaking them, doing damage off that, super break, all that kind of stuff. That's mainly where your damage is, so mainly attack percent and break effect. This one giving you a lot of break effect is the reason why it's usable. And so I guess the crit rate is there. It can be helpful. You can increase your damage a little bit, but again, it's nothing super valuable. This Lightcone is mainly good for the insane amount of break effect it does give. Moving on to the best relics. The best relic set will actually be the new Iron Cavalry against the Scourge, which you cannot currently farm as of this video, but will be available after the 2.3 update, so I definitely recommend waiting on this, especially since we're already so close. The 2-piece giving you a 16% increase to break effect is really nice, and the 4-piece when you do have 150% or higher break effect, letting you ignore 10% of the enemy's defense when dealing break damage to them, and if you have 250% or higher break effect, the super break damage they will deal additionally ignores 15% of the target's defense. And since Firefly now also does have innate super break, you can fully make use of this set. So overall, this is going to be her best set for the most damage output. And past that, it's mainly up to you. You can do 4-piece Thief because the 2-piece gives you 16% break effect and the 4-piece gives you an additional 16% break effect, and anytime you do weakness break someone, you regenerate 3 energy, which won't really matter. It's mainly for the fact you are getting 32% break effect total, since when you are mainly in your ult to do the most damage, you aren't really regenerating energy in your ult, so that again really won't matter. So you can also pair this and do something like 2-piece Watchmaker, so you can also get the 2-piece 16% break effect, so both of them together gives you a 32% increase in break effect. For the planet ornaments, just like the main best in slot relics, there's going to be a new one coming out at 2.3, and so her best one will be the Forge, because it does give you a 6% speed increase, which is also very nice for Firefly because she also wants a good amount of speed. And when the wearer hits enemy targets with fire weakness, the wearer's break effect increases by 40%, lasting for 1 turn. So as she does implant fire weakness on her own, whole style just revolving around break, this is easily her best in slot for planet ornaments. But past that, you could also do the break effect ornament, giving you a 16% break effect increase, which is really nice. And then getting 145 speed or higher gives you an additional 20% break effect, so giving you up to 36% break effect is a nice increase. And since she innately just gives you 60 speed, you can easily get above this. Not even easily, you will get above it. So it's really easy to have this up, especially when you're in your ult where it matters. So it is just a nice little break effect increase. And then the only other option that I could really say you should do is Space Sealing Station, giving you a 12% increase, and when you have 120 speed or higher, giving you an additional 12% increase, so it's practically just a free 24% attack increase. Definitely does not compare to either the break one or the new relic set that I mentioned you should wait for, but if you do have some pieces laying around while you do wait and farm for the new set, you can use Space Sealing Station. Now for the main stats, for the body you do want attack percent, for the feet you want speed, for the orb you also want attack percent, and for the rope you do want break effect. And for the roles you want on the substats, you mainly first want to focus on getting as much speed as possible, but just as much as that, you also want to have as much break effect as possible. I would say aim around 145 to 155 speed at base on your Firefly, and for break effect, I would definitely recommend getting anywhere above 300%. And then anything past that is mainly just attack percent. And so again, speed and break effect is the main ones you want to focus on, and then anything past that mainly just attack percent. And so yeah, that is the full build guide for Firefly. Let me know if you guys are going to be pulling for her, because I'm sure practically most of the community is going to be pulling for her. If you guys are going for dupes, if you're going for the Lightcone, multiple Lightcones, E6, S5, question mark, exclamation mark, definitely just let me know. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys found the video helpful. Peace out.